big question for us is floor versus ceiling. We'll talk about it after this rally. Let's play pickleball.
Point.
So, Adam, what do we mean by this?
Well,
1-0-2.
I will elaborate momentarily. Well, there's ceiling right there.
Yes.
So, from a youth and athletic and action on the shot, ability to pull triggers, and scariness, Hayden Patriquin and Christian Alshon
2-0-2.
are definitely the ceiling team.
Look at that ride the rail. No way.
Come on.
No way. That is so filthy. I can't even stand myself. Are you kidding me with that angle?
Well, he's putting on full display what it means to have a high ceiling. The last couple points.
3-0-2.
Plus, the lob was spectacular.
Point.
Rocked back through the middle. Ceiling 4, floor nothing.
4-0-2.
There's nice put away power. And of course, I do think that Patriquin and Alshon do have a level that they can dip to that you will not see from Federico, Staksrud, and Andrei Daescu, and that is why they have the highest of floors. So, I mean, it is, I mean, I will say all four players are very well-rounded, but I think that that's pretty clear-cut when you look at the skill sets on
No
floor.
doubt about it.
Side out.
Missed deep, and I hear we've got, oh, Pablito, you're going to need that coat. If you think you need that coat here, dude, Minnesota at -5. I can't wait to see how many layers he has on.
Yeah, you packed for 2 tournaments.
Watch.
There it is, and Staksrud getting fired up. And I mean, I can't wait to see a bunch of tournaments with Andrei and Fed going back and forth with a pump-up factor.
Yeah, screaming at each other.
Like the classic Andrei grit of the teeth.
Yes.
Tenacity.
Because he's a guy that his tenacity isn't usually met, but it will be here.
Yeah, of course, in new partnerships, middle is always very important. Both left side guys like to take a lot of court. I know Fed will relent. Will Alshon allow Hayden Patriquin to do his thing?
We talked to him about that earlier. And he said he was doing it. In fact, he did it there.
Second serve.
That's a ball that Alshon could have taken out of the air.
Patriquin's going to do that.
1-4-2.
Get your paddle the heck on out of there.
Get it on.
So now we're seeing what the ceiling can look like when it makes a few errors.
2-4-2.
And they're going to be unfazed. Some teams would crumble down 4-0 early. That is not an issue here. Shuts the middle down.
That's a large Romanian fellow right there.
Sure is.
Out wide for the backhand dink, and so easy for him to get back to the middle of the court to create offense. Oh, that's a loose arm.
Sure is. Okay, everything we expected we've seen here so far. 4-3.
4-3-1. Point.
Andrei got in trouble from the jump right there. I mean, and that's what trouble looks like against Alshon and Hayden Patriquin. A shot that's 1 or 2 inches too high. That's all they need. That's nice there. Fed starts it, and Andrei has his back with the forehand in the middle.
5-3-2.
Staksrud is laughing as it goes long.
3-5-1. Second serve.
Points at the tape or the ball or both.
I love it.
3-5-2.
Man, talk about a first volley from Christian Alshon. Fed did everything right.
And it got destroyed.
Yes, it did. And really, the big win for Patriquin and Staksrud at Worlds against Gabe and Ben, Fed was very aggressive from the right side.
Yes, he was.
So I want to see how passive, or if he's looking to lob and speed up a lot in this match.
Second serve. 5-3-2. Point.
Maybe he threw off Staksrud's rhythm with the fumble of the serve there. Gets a big miss.
6-3-2.
Likes to work in a Tau TO, so maybe this is just another antic.
Exactly. Wow, back to back for the floor?
For the floor.
No, they're going to take a .25 timeout over there at the towel box. Wow, Alshon had a chance to really do damage and couldn't.
Andrei's hands hold up.
3-7-1. Second serve.
So they've had a few mishaps getting to the
3-7-2.
line.
Point.
Oh, what a...
Yeah, puts it back in a real awkward spot. Yeah, I guess he was looking for the tomahawk there.
And then
4-7-2.
it was on the wrong side of his body for that. I mean, that point was over 5 times. And Andrei shoves Staksrud on the way back. I mean, I don't know if we can handle this much intensity down here. It's going to be spectacular.
Be careful, though, Andrei. You're big, and Fed isn't that big. Don't push him too hard.
5-7-2.
What a return.
How do you hit a clean winner against this team from that position? I don't get it.
On the backhand.
Backhand, of course, on the backhand side.
I mean, the young man just changes the pace instantly. What a counter.
The man is everything you want to be as a pickleball player. All the tools in the toolbox.
I mean, he's swagalicious. What do you want?
Caught him.
Yep.
Timeout receivers,
Off the tape,
9-5-1.
off the Staksrud, and off to the bench with a timeout called. 9-5 for Alshon and Patriquin.
9-5-1. Point.
Wow. Catches the tape. Game point.
10-5-1.
I mean, let's just be honest. Anyone who doesn't have that wingspan, that's through.
Yeah, you think there's space. There's no space.
Game point 2. Wow, Alshon. In there. Yes, please, fellas. Wow. Unbelievable. The defensive lob lands on the baseline, and Christian Alshon and Hayden Patriquin emphatically take game number 1, 11-5. So, Staksrud and Daescu in their first tournament together have got to regroup in a hurry. Are they humming?
Side out.
A frantic pace of play. And they finally were going to have a dink early, and Andrei misses.
Yes. Alshon goes with his half-speed up and survived.
I mean, he's got 10 different paces on the forehand speed up.
1-0-1. Left.
Same loop of the backswing,
1-0-1.
and he puts it at such different MPHs.
Second serve.
And Adam, just to clear something up, Alshon and Patriquin have played together, but you got to go back a couple years. They were 9-2 as a team, so they obviously were very good. One of the losses to Fed and Matt.
Matty Dub.
Side out.
Hayden looking for a body blow. Can't find it.
0-1-1.
All right. Really feel like they need a couple in this possession.
Well, they had amazing energy at the beginning, but then the scoreboard gets away from you, and so does your energy.
1-1-1. Point.
What a take on the first ball from Andrei all the way over. Once again, open space is not real on this court.
Point.
Hayden goes for the big angle.
Yeah, so you see that, and an extremely ambitious backhand roll from Alshon a couple points ago. Like, you can't just be all offense all the time without having some dips and some misses.
Don just cleared his throat like, boys, we're done with strategy time. Wow.
Second serve.
I mean, a miracle stab from Patriquin there, Adam.
3-1-2.
A sitter that Andrei rocks into the net. How about that read?
So good. His anticipation of the play.
Yeah, Feddy is going to be bruised and battered. Big chest bump there.
I mean, Andrei has to start that move so early.
We had talked to Patriquin earlier, and the other thing he said is, in our partnership, I've gotten Alshon a bunch of Ernies. There's the first one of this match.
1-4-1. Second serve. 1-4-2.
So Patriquin returns the favor, jumps in there.
Yeah, Fed called Andrei
2-4-2.
off to hit that shot also.
In there.
Jeez. Everything has something on it from Patriquin, whether it's a speed up, a counter, or a dink or drop.
And you mean nasty
spin. Like, it's all for purpose. There's nothing dead. There's nothing playing about anything that he does on the court.
Jumps into the middle, counters the counter, and then shakes his head.
4-4-2.
Tied. That is out.
Just long.
I mean, I agree, H. So good. Because he is able to control all that momentum flow and just flick it into the middle.
Side out. 4-6-1. Point.
Big time from Andrei. I mean,
way up high.
Frantic. The pace of play is so intense right now.
And what's crazy about that, and that point is a perfect example, is frantic doesn't mean stupid.
Right, not sloppy at all.
5-6-2.
It's just we're going to go with more pace than you are, we hope. If he can't get there, nobody can.
Great fake from Patriquin to very in the kitchen, but very plain drops on the backhand side from Andrei.
Yes.
So you knew something offensive was coming.
6-5-1.
That time Andrei read it. ATP and cross-court defense isn't there. So Alshon's like, ooh, my partner just dropped it. I'll try that. And it takes Andrei 3 steps to get to the kitchen.
And Alshon just looked over at Patrick and said, sorry, it was just so there for the dropper.
Oh, no. Staksrud was still returning from the Ernie and wasn't set. And remember, first-time partnership, that will improve as we go, for sure. Got him. Got him. Thumbs up from Patriquin.
5-7-1.
Yeah, come on.
Wow, miss-hit third from Staksrud. Big time there.
As bad as drive you'll see from that man.
5-7-2. points.
Chance to tie.
Six, 7-2.
Yeah, come on.
Side out.
So they have had some occasional problems
7-6-1.
getting to the line, and as the floor team, that can't be the case.
Great hands from Fed Staksrud.
Yes, because Patriquin did everything he wanted on that one. Got Daescu out of there, had the ball in the air to attack, and Fed stood his ground.
Yeah, and some of those third, fifth mistakes
7-6-2.
have been there, like you said, but the hands against Hayden the last couple times, Fed has come out on top, and that is...
What in the world?
He didn't move his paddle. He just kind of...
Did he lose it?
Threw his right shoulder at the ball.
How in the world did that happen?
8-6-2.
That is wild. Well, I think Alshon took a ball he shouldn't have, and it actually set up offense.
Got back to his position so quickly. He was ready for the counter.
9-6-2. Side out.
Frustrated there. It looked like when you step in like that, you're
6-9-1.
usually doing something a little more aggressive. Huge hold.
Man. Yeah, that third was rough.
Very rough.
And I guess seventh or ninth, you
6-9-2.
couldn't come up with it either.
It took a ball off the tape to get them in. I mean, this has been a struggle here.
Yeah, I would have listed about 15 other things that would be more of an issue than play from the back of the court for Daescu and
7-2.
Staksrud.
Just skitters over. That is the pattern that will favor Staksrud and Daescu. Work the point from the line.
Timeout receivers, 8-9-2.
Now they have confirmed that the match on CBS tomorrow will be the men's doubles final. Oh. And Christian Alshon wants to hear from you. So we're talking hundreds of thousands of fans going to be able to watch this on national CBS tomorrow.
Big deal.
Second serve.
So Patriquin had the ridiculous angle to get the ball back. Here's another chance to earn a match point. Off the tape and in. Alshon tried one of his little classic slow speed ups to win on the counter, and Andrei was ready.
8-9-1. Second serve.
I mean, violence.
8-9-2.
Fetty. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why they're down, but not getting in is one of them, and it's a bigger one than we thought. Get out of here. No way!
Second serve.
There was a ball 4 feet behind Staksrud, and he got it back in there.
Are these guys athletes, Dave? I mean, come on.
Insane athletes. And then Fed almost fell right there.
And almost tapped the pass.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it bounced.
It would have been okay, but
9-8-2.
another chance to earn a match point. Huge serve. What a read of the play from Andrei Daescu, and they stave off game point and match point against again.
Alshon puts his head down. Andrei makes his move. That's as easy of an Ernie as you will see.
Second serve.
Nowhere near the kitchen again.
8-9-2.
See if they can drop and get in.
Point.
And somewhere in between, but they got to miss. Tied at 9.
9-9-2. Sun out.
On the move. Heck of a first volley from Hayden Patriquin.
9-9-1. Point.
Patriquin with precision of a jewel thief opens the lock. 10-9 match point.
10-9-1.
And thanks for coming. Christian Alshon and Hayden Patriquin will play for gold tomorrow. High-octane pickleball at its finest. These boys were throwing haymakers in the center of the ring at them.
Yeah, yes, they were. The whole slate today was fantastic, but the last 2 matches did not disappoint. I don't think I have seen this late in the tournament the type of points that we just saw in that men's doubles. It was so fast and furious. Only a handful of dink rallies throughout. Special athleticism, special power.
Boys, what a performance. H, we'll start with you. We talked earlier today about, you said you want to play fast against this team. Did you ever? Why did it work so well against 2 terrific players?
I think we just, we were driving well and dropping well, and I think it kind of made them uncomfortable when we were crashing in really hard. We got a few pop-ups and won a few hands battles in the beginning. I think that gave us a bunch of momentum for the second game.
Christian Alshon beautifully played. I know you had some significant success with Andrei Daescu last year. How much does it mean to be able to be on the other side of the net and take him down in 2 right here, right now at the Masters?
Well, this is a really fun matchup because, you know, all of last year, or most of last year, I played with Andrei, and Hayden played with Federico, and now it's kind of like we're on opposite ends, and it's just, you know, there's all that going on. Really proud of the performance we gave. Little iffy towards the end, but we stayed strong, stayed solid, and ultimately got it done.
Last one for you, Hayden. I was impressed with how difficult you made it for them to get in. This is a team we expected to get in because they're so solid, and yet they weren't able to. How were you able to keep them back and make it so difficult?
Yeah, just that's kind of what I've been focused on lately. It's just putting a lot of pressure on the opponent coming in. I think for me especially, I have a hard time when opponents are putting a ton of pressure, and I kind of took that to my game, and it's been working out well.
It worked out brilliantly for you, sir. You have 2 matches to get ready for tomorrow, does Patriquin, playing in the mixed and men's doubles. Good luck tomorrow, boys. It's going to be on CBS, these 2 against Gabe and Ben tomorrow morning, so don't you dare miss it. 9 a.m. local, 12 Eastern. Good luck in that one, boys. All right, so here is the slate for tomorrow. It is not the order, but this is who's playing. Annalie Waters will start her quest for a Triple Crown. We don't know in what order. We know it won't be the first one because men's dubs is going first. But, Adam, how about this list?
Dave, what the heck could you possibly want more than what you see
it's
on
incredible.
Screen right now? Every dang matchup is going to be electric. All
Do you have a favorite?
5. I can't.
That's fair.
I cannot.
Don't be confused by those 6s and 7s in the men's singles. They might be the best 2 players going. They certainly were this week. So